So just taking a big deep breath, just all that old air out. And just relax the face. Relax the forehead. If you feel any wrinkles in your forehead, feel them smoothing out. And your eyebrows. And around your eyelids and the muscles beside your eyes. Just relaxing. Feel your neck fanning out, coming up around your jaw muscles, relaxing the jaws. And scanning down your body, down to the sides of the neck and the shoulders. Just feel them releasing any tension. Neck and shoulders is where we hold our stress. And so just consciously telling the muscles to relax, telling the nerves to calm down. And feel the muscles releasing in the neck and shoulders. Relaxing down the arms, down the biceps and triceps. Feel your arms just melting into the floor. And your elbow and your forearm and your wrists and your hands are so completely relaxed. Just think about your hands and arms heavy and relaxed. Feel the middle of your back relaxing into the floor, the pillows. And notice the chest rising and falling with the breath. And relaxing the belly and the low back. And the hips and the pelvis. And all the organs in the belly. Just relaxing everything so that it can do its job perfectly. Relaxing the glute muscles. It's amazing how we hold tension in our glute muscles and just let them fan out and just relax the hips completely. And the thigh muscles, just hanging off the thigh bones, melting into the floor, relaxing the knee, the calves, shins, ankles, and the tops of your feet, and the bottoms of your feet, and your toes. Just feeling your body completely scanned over and relaxed. Consciously telling each muscle and nerve to relax and calm down and let go of any tension that any muscle may be holding. And clearing the mind. Did so good about just focusing your thoughts on your muscles and your body parts. And now just keep the mind slow moving and receiving. And this is a continuation from last week of the greatest secret. And this is how we program you in this very relaxed state. And we are at chapter 5, Freedom from the Mind. So just staying relaxed in the mind to learn about new beliefs and letting go of old beliefs. Let your mind just grasp it and program it. Letting go of old programs and putting in new programs. The habit of believing our own thoughts robs us of being able to live in the magnificence and glory of who we really are. You are magnificent and glorious, and only your thoughts tell you differently. Know your magnificence and your uniqueness, and that you were created perfectly. Everything about you is perfect. Also about your thoughts and other people. It's your thoughts about a person, a circumstance, or event that is the source of negative situations in your life, not the actual person, not the circumstance or the event. Anything that is negative in your life is because of your thoughts. And if you can change your thoughts and your beliefs to positive, the negative can't be there. You can only be thinking of positive things or negative things. And it's just your thoughts that you get to choose. So it's being conscious when you're in a negative thought to change it to positive. Reprogramming. Letting go of old negative beliefs and programming yourself. Catching those thoughts and go, oh, old program, delete. Think of something happy. I love this. Thinking was made to order what you want. So I have a vision of like looking at a menu of life. Whatever you want is on the menu, and all you have to do is think about it and have it. Thinking isn't needed for anything else because everything else is taken care of by awareness. So the thoughts don't need to be there to judge good or bad, wrong or right. That's not what the thoughts are for. The thoughts are for creating your life and what you want. And what we all want is happiness. Your mind is not your brain. Your brain doesn't think. Thoughts come from your mind, not your brain. And your mind is not your brain. The thoughts are ego. A little monster in your head making everything against you, when really you are this magnificent and glorious person who is here for happiness. This is why you're here. Your mind, ego, is made up entirely of thought. There's no current thought. There's no mind. Awareness is what there is. If you can stay in awareness with a capital A, in presence, staying in the present moment, you don't have to think about anything from the past or the future. And that's where thought lives. Thought cannot live in the present moment. You're just receiving awareness. Most people believe their own thoughts as though they were facts, which explains why life is so stressful and challenging for so many. They think, I can't do that, I can't have that, that costs too much. They put limits on themselves with believing negative things. It's negative thoughts that are the cause of our stress and suffering. So we need to become particularly aware of negative thoughts. So when you notice the thought, change it. It's like, ooh, there was my ego trying to make me stress out. When we believe our thoughts, if we believe the ego, we're immediately caught in an imaginary mind-made movie that's playing inside our head. We are no longer experiencing the world as it really is. It's like turning on the TV when you're just having a conversation with somebody and you stop and you watch the show instead of having the conversation with somebody. It's like your mind starts making up a story that it wants to tell when that person is done talking, instead of just being present and listening to the person while they talk. It's a movie. It's like chatter. It's that ego that makes us start thinking of stuff to protect ourselves from victimhood, when actually in the present moment everything is safe, everything is neutral, everything is what it is. Thoughts are also responsible for causing our feelings, and then turn our feelings will cause more thoughts. So however you're feeling is caused by the way you're thinking. It's a funny combination. So if you cannot think of something, just clear your mind, just become aware, the feelings go away as well. So if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling depressed, if you can stop thinking, that's what's causing the feelings. And the way to stop thinking is to come into awareness, into the present moment. What is going on around you all right then? Nothing. Everything is safe. Everything just is. There is nothing wrong with the mind. The trouble only begins when we believe its negative thoughts. So we can be in awareness and just be soaking things in through the filter of the mind. But that filter gets dirty and negative, and we need to clean it out. The one who gets hurt, angry, worried, anxious, or disappointed is not the real you, it's your mind. So anytime you're offended or hurt, it's not you, it's your mind is making it up. And just realize their ego, possibly someone's ego, upset your ego. And once you realize it was just your mind, it's all just playing in your mind and it's already over, it's over. The mind only has 3 different kinds of thoughts. The mind measures, compares, and describes. So just realizing that you're always comparing everything, making something right or wrong, pretty or ugly, and it's measuring, boy, that's really tall. I don't know if I could climb that mountain. It's limiting you. And then it's describing, and it's like, how could you really describe the beauty that's all around you if you were in present moment awareness? No describing. Because that is putting your beliefs into it. One of the biggest lies our mind has convinced us of is the story that we are the body and the mind. We talked about that in chapter 2. You're not the body. You're not the mind. You're the awareness. You're what's inside looking out. And if you could just behold the beauty that's all around you all the time, you would not be thinking about the past or describing or comparing. You're just taking in awareness, taking in presence. Another story our mind has convinced us of is the story about time. Time is an illusion, a mental concept created by the mind. So we put more time limits on ourselves, such as I'm getting old, I'm falling apart, my body is just breaking down. I tell you, I'm just losing my mind, or whatever concept of time that you limit yourself with, that I have to hurry and get this done. I got to get everything done today. I'm not getting everything done that I wanted to get done, or time that I better hurry up before I die. The limit of time on your life is not real. That is an illusion. You live forever, so there's no such thing as time. And all that really exists is this present moment. Past and future exists only in the form of thought. It's not here. That was then. It's not even happened. Come into the present moment. You don't have to eliminate your mind or go to war with your mind. Awareness is your way out of the turmoil of the mind. And I love thinking of the awareness from the Douglas Harding Man with No Head. You're just seeing your body move and experience life without using your head. It's just like awareness. You don't have to eliminate your mind or go to war with your mind. Awareness is the way out of turmoil of the mind. When you observe your thoughts, instead of getting lost in them, you see them for what they are. Something separate from you that you can either choose to believe or not. So getting lost in those thoughts that you are thinking you're separate from everyone and everything else, and forgetting The reason why you're here is for unity, coming back into who you really are, and realizing if you had no head and you were looking at somebody else, you realize you are them. You are everything that's all around you. You are not the head. You are not the face. You are not the body. You are everything that you're looking at and everything that you're creating in your life. Those are two. That's a big chapter, and this next one is another big one. It's chapter 6. Understanding the power of feelings. When you are free of all negative feelings, what remains is the infinite awareness that you are, and your life will be absolutely breathtaking. When you realize you are everything that is, and you are limitless. And how could you have any negative thoughts when you know and you finally realize that that is who you are? Thoughts create feelings. The kind of thoughts you will create the same kind of feelings. So in your thoughts, are you generally happy or generally negative? What we're supposed to be creating are happy thoughts all the time. What you feel inside will match precisely with the experience in the outside world. So if you are feeling stressed, cramped, pressed for time, limited, that's what you're going to experience in the rest of your outside world. But if you feel expansive awareness all the time, your life will be in harmony. Feeling good is your true nature. We were sent here to have a good time. Whenever you feel good, it means you must have let go of bad feelings, enabling good feelings to naturally arise. So nice. Nice to know that you let go of bad feelings. Positive and good feelings are a result of saying yes to what is happening in life. Negative feelings are a result of thinking or saying no about what is happening in life. Because life is just going to present you choices. And if you're in the choice-making mode, you're in ego. Like, oh, I don't know if that's going to be right or wrong. Or if you just say yes, everything will flow because all good things are coming to you. Positive feelings are completely effortless because they are our true nature. Negative feelings require a huge amount of energy to maintain. This I can totally attest to myself. Just staying happy and present. I have so much energy and things just get done smoother and better, and the memory is so good that it's clear. There's no other thoughts blocking up what's important for me to recall. just have more energy. And from the time we were children, we have unconsciously suppressed countless negative feelings, which are now stored in our subconscious mind, and which also lodge into the tissues of our body. It is very important to not suppress negative feelings. That's what causes dis-ease, because it's not in harmony. When you have a negative experience that causes bad feelings, unless you let go of the negative feeling completely, it ends up being pushed down and suppressed inside of you. Letting off steam or venting isn't the answer. That will just add more energy to our already suppressed emotion, because expressed feelings get suppressed too. A suppressed feeling will find an outlet to take some pressure off the body, so it will find people, circumstances, or events to enable some of its built-up energy to be released. When you next experience a negative emotion sweeping over you, remember that no matter how it might appear to you, you're experiencing it because it is already inside you, not because an outside person or circumstance caused it. I'm just going to read that one again. When you next experience a negative emotion sweeping over you, remember that no matter how it might appear to you, that would be perception, you're experiencing it because it's already inside you, not because an outside person or circumstance caused it. That is so wonderful, to just have that awareness that, oh, I must have suppressed this before, and now it's causing something in me. Negative feelings are energized even further when we believe that a negative feeling is who we are. And we remembered we're not. We are happiness. We are awareness. We are in harmony. We are connected to everything. Question every negative feeling with, am I that? Or am I the one that is aware of that? You'll realize you're not that. You're just perceiving it. And now that you have shined a light on it and become aware of it, they'll start to disappear. Notice that feelings appear and then disappear, and that it's you, awareness, that is aware of them coming and going. Don't expect people, circumstances, and events to change for you to feel better. To change how you feel in any given moment is always an inside job for you to change. Moving on to chapter 7, the end of negative feelings. Happiness is your natural state of being. So if you don't feel happiness right now, then you have a negative feeling that is stopping that happiness from being present. Be aware of negative feeling without resisting it, expressing it, or judging it in any way, and just see that it's just a feeling. You're just first aware. It's like, oh, I was thinking something negative. And you turn the channel, you let it go, and you realize it was just a feeling that you made up. The energy behind a negative feeling will naturally release when you allow the feeling to be present. It's an automatic process. So this is the welcoming. This is where you say, oh, it was just a negative feeling. You can welcome it. Imagine it. I imagine, this is so funny, but I imagine like Santa Claus, and like I'm Santa Claus, and I have the feeling sitting on my lap, and I'm like, it's okay. It was just a feeling. You just let that go. And here I'm giving you some happiness for figuring that out and making space for more good things to happen in your life. Welcoming is a practice that eradicates negative feelings. Welcoming is the opposite of resisting. Welcoming says to a negative feeling, yes, you are welcome here. And so realizing that it's just the feeling, and say, you're welcome here, and you're welcome to go. Just releasing it, but welcoming it, and just realizing it was just something that you were holding on to, and that it was okay to hold on to that, and to release that and let it go. In the beginning, it can be helpful if when you open your attention, you also open your arms out to the sides of the body, and you can consciously open your heart too. So just imagine you're hugging the feeling, hugging the issue, hugging the circumstance, the event, or the other person. I've been doing this. This is fun. Use the welcoming process for anything that makes you feel bad. Any negative thoughts or stories, negative feelings, painful sensations or memories, and limiting beliefs. Just imagine giving them a hug. When you have allowed a bad feeling to be present and you have suppressed it, that feeling will never be as strong in you again. You're winning. Every negative feeling is there to direct you back home to who you are. They alert you to the fact that you're believing stories that are not true. So you can welcome those feelings and live your life as the magnificent awareness that you truly are. Well, that's so important. We'll reread that one. Every negative feeling is there to direct you back home to who you are. They alert you to the fact that you're believing stories that are not true. So you can welcome those feelings and you live your life as the magnificent awareness that you truly are. A negative emotion only arises when you're ready to be free of it. Isn't that awesome? So anytime we have a negative feeling, if we can welcome it right then and let it go, and it's powerless over us, it does not do that to us again once we realize it, and it's like, okay, you're here for a reason. And the reason is for me to be able to be free of it right now. Just offering it for me to work on again. And when you release your negative feelings around a subject you feel strongly about, you are releasing all the energy you have focused on it and are disempowering the circumstances surrounding the subject. And when we welcome a suppressed feeling evoked from a memory, all the hundreds and thousands of thoughts attached to that memory will be released with the feeling. Yay, you're winning some more. Oh my gosh. Such great things to become aware of. The lightness, the happiness, and the high you feel as you release the feelings attached to painful memories cannot be described. The super practice. Step 1. Welcome anything negative, realizing that it's there for you to be free of it. Welcome it. Thank it. Step 2. Stay as awareness. Loving awareness is one way to stay as awareness. And so just loving yourself for all the sweet things that stressed yourself out. You can think of yourself as a child again, and that loving laugh of Santa Claus. Saying, ho, 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 you sweet thing. You got all upset for a reason to figure out awareness. All of this was to bring you to the present moment, to let go and be free of it. It's why it has presented itself to you. And I love you so much for what you're learning. I welcome it and let it go. I let go all of the memories, the thousands of thoughts I have attached to it, and let them go and free up my mind and live in peace and harmony and happiness. And just loving that and loving this moment right here, right now. Feeling yourself so relaxed into the floor. Being grateful for this chance to reprogram negativity into positivity. And coming back into the body. Bring your awareness to what you're feeling in this moment right now. Are you feeling the floor underneath you and yourself on top of the floor? Coming back into the body, back into your breath. Just taking a breath. Feel it fill your lungs. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And taking a stretch. Coming back into this positive moment. This beautiful moment of right here, right now, where we released so much negativity, so many old beliefs, they're all gone. We welcome them, we love that about ourselves, and set ourselves free. And when you're ready, you can roll on your right side, the side of new beginnings, the side of letting go of the past and just being in the present on your right side. I'm just cuddled on my right side. That's all that's important right now. I'm just loving every single thing about this super safe moment, realizing everything is safe. Coming back to your true nature of why you're here is to be happy all the time. And when you push up and you sit up, you're just so happy that you can push up and sit up. You're just, that's great. that present moment of just sitting. And just feeling all of the body waking up and moving a little more now, and just being awake and aware to the room and this moment. It's all there is. And we'll bring our hands together and set an intention for the rest of our day. And just loving everything that we learned and programmed into our awareness today. And just loving each other and each other's awareness. And being aware of each other's awareness. And being aware that we are each other. And we are not separate. We are love. And know that I love you. Namaste. 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 Good job, yogis.